The rains keep coming across Trinidad in particular, and we're now at an orange level up from the yellow level, and this now includes a riverine flood alert alongside the adverse weather alert. Now the ITCZ remains with us, so we continue to see the periods of rain as well as the thunderstorm activity and the gusty winds. This has been extended through the weekend until Sunday 8 p.m. Meanwhile, the riverine flood alert has been issued from 6 p.m. on Thursday as we go into Tuesday at 12 p.m. And that's because the main rivers around Trinidad, especially along the Caroni River Basin, are significantly high and they are set to rise further. Now, the orange level means that you should prepare. Obviously, if you are along the Caroni River Basin, take the necessary precautions with sandbags, etc., and obviously prepare to safeguard not only your life but also property as well. And the main reason we've been talking about this persistent rain is the intertropical convergence zone. It's basically that long area of a low pressure, lots of moisture embedded in it, and obviously there are some heavy bursts as well. And that moisture will continue through Friday and possibly into Saturday. So no surprise then that we'll continue to see a few of the clouds bringing those rain showers into the early part of the morning. After midnight, there is the chance of some of those showers turning thundery as you get towards the early part of your Friday morning. Through the afternoon as well, there will also be the high chance of some thunderstorms, especially along the hillsides. Around Trinidad, then, the persistent rainfall overnight continuing into Friday morning along the northern range is a definite concern. There is the severe impact that we could be seeing from those rivers overtopping as you go through the Caroni River Basin, through Piarco into Port of Spain and into Diego Martin as well. The persistent rain could turn heavy and thundery at times, especially during the heat of the day. Down towards the central and the southern areas, that blanket of dreary skies will continue with spells of rain as well as some of those thunder showers erupting around the afternoon along the Gulf of Paria for San Fernando and Point Fortin. By night, temperatures will hover around 24 degrees Celsius and get no higher than possibly 28 through Friday, so it will be a cool day for quite a few of you, and it will remain quite cool through Saturday and Sunday, but bearing in mind that the spells of rain and those downpours will continue through the weekend for both Tobago and for Trinidad, and that riverine flood alert will likely continue through till Tuesday. For fisherfolk and mariners, those short choppy seas will likely be in conditions in the North Atlantic about 2.5 meters with that northeasterly swell of 8 seconds, and be mindful that we could be seeing some strong gusts as well as you go through Friday in those downpours. And there's only one high tide for you at 1 p.m, but obviously during the high tide, possibility of the riverine flooding increases with the higher water levels. In terms of the tropical waves that are coming across the Atlantic, we only have the two, one in Eastern Caribbean, one out in the Cape Verde Islands. Not much is expected from them, but obviously behind that there's still a lot of moisture around, so for the southern Windward Islands it will continue to see a lot more rainfall expected there. But there's some dry air around, and that's centered around the central Caribbean. For the Greater Antilles, very little is expected in terms of rainfall. Lots of sunshine here, high pressure in charge. It's a stark contrast to the rains from Barbados, St. Vincent, Grenada coming all the way down. The possibility therefore of a street and flash flooding for those islands. Further to the north, Antigua as well as St. Kitts will be drying out quite nicely with a lot of sunshine as they go through their Friday and into the weekend. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.